Well, we'll see who's right. Is it Jamie Dimon? Or maybe we caught ourselves a rally. Let's find out on Live Trading.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get live trading started here. Let's bring on the guys. And, of course, we'll take a look into the markets. Stick around if you guys got a stock that you're trading or maybe on your radar.
That mic noise was so bad.
This right here?
Nobody could hear what he was saying. That was, oh, man.
It was just Mitch saying he's giving all the viewers $100 is what he was saying.
These boys. No, that'd be you, Zunaid, right? With that,
No. I need the money for my haircut, you know? Can't afford that.
I see. Those haircuts can't be cheap.
No.
Let's keep going. We'll take a look at the market action. If you guys got a ticker on your radar, throw it up in the chat. We'll make sure to get to it, especially towards the open. Let's talk about the markets and see what you guys are trading. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce back, but a turnaround really close to yesterday's close. Can we get through there and back above the 360?
Yeah, I can go ahead and share my charts here. Start things off. Just Tesla is within the range that we kind of looked at yesterday, so it didn't break out or break down. But if you remember, if you were here yesterday, we did go ahead and play Tesla puts as it reached the top of this range. And that worked out really well as it broke VWAP and below as well. Didn't all go all the way to our target, so we did get stopped out at break even on the rest of them. So that was a nice little play for us right there. And so Tesla, for me, at the moment, still kind of the same range that I'm keeping an eye on because obviously it worked out to a T. And if it breaks up or down, I'd be interested in puts if it kind of breaks down, calls if it goes to the upside there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me go ahead and check something out here. All right, sorry. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ford because I heard my ding go off earlier because I had an alert set at $11. And there you go. So Ford is getting closer and closer to that $11 range. And I'd be interested in trying to scalp this one if it gets to 11. Maybe it'll only get to 11.10. I'm not sure. But 11 is kind of where I want to play it if I can for a little bit of a bounce of maybe about 10 to 20 cents. On that one there. And then let's go ahead and check out AMD. AMD has just been marching its way towards the 50s. I would not be surprised if sometime in October we do go ahead and see AMD at the 50s. But for now, don't really have a level that I really like on this one. So I'm going to leave it alone unless some flow comes in, and then we'll see what's what. You've got AAL that's been kind of on the news here. I got to check out exactly what that is, but I saw it on my scanner. So I'll keep an eye on AAL. If it wants to come back and maybe test at $12, I'd be interested in going long on this one. It is 50 cents away, so I'm not sure if it'll get there or not. But looks like AAL has some news in the morning.
They raised guidance. Yep.
So
their earnings is in 9 days. It's on Thursday, October 20th, before the market opens, and they raised their guidance here this morning.
I wonder why companies do that, though. It's like, just wait. What's the benefit besides?
Right? They have material information. They have to release that to the public.
Instead of like waiting till your report. Okay, gotcha. Fair enough, I guess. Well, no, because some companies, though, do it like 2 days before. And it's like, bro, you couldn't just wait? I don't know. I guess if it is like a SEC thing, then, you know.
Yeah,
cool.
I wonder if there are any SEC experts out there or filing experts on what constitutes having to actually have a separate release. That I don't know off the top of my head. I do know that when you have material information that's going to impact the company, you have to release that. You can't just keep it.
Yeah.
You can't just keep it quiet. Yeah.
Well, AMV is a stock that's moving. I'm not really familiar with it, but I'm not going to go over that. We'll see if Ryan wants to go over that one there itself. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Nvda for me, because to me, I'm just kind of short bias on all semis, but the level to watch is going to be about 118. As you can see, we tried to get above it a few times in the afternoon session, and we could not. So that's something for me to kind of keep in mind in case it wants to come down. And 114 is a level of support here based on yesterday. So those are the two things I'm keeping an eye on in terms of support and resistance on Nvidia. And of course, you've got Prime Day coming up. Not sure if it's going to, impact the stock in a positive way or not. I wanted to go ahead and play Amazon around 112. Unfortunately, it got to 112.50. And that's where the pre-market lows are as well. So you can start building a position around 112.50, maybe like 25%. And then you can try to load up here at the 112. And if it breaks all the way down to 11150, if it cracks that 111.50 level, you can go ahead and get out. So you're risking maybe about 60 to 70 cents, depending on what your average ends up being on that side of things. And then we've got SPY here as well. SPY yesterday to the downside, and then it kind of chopped around the late afternoon session, as you can see there. And we had a beautiful short. AB and I kind of hung out on his show, and we played this SPY short from BWAP and took it to all the way down and sold some off. But we'll see if we can get a better. We'll see if we can repeat that similar trade, on SPY here today. You already know where the lows are, right? You can see it kind of bouncing from the area that I have of 356.64. So that definitely is going to be something for me to keep an eye on in case SPY does want to come down and bounce. And we'll see. Let me go ahead and delete this one because that no longer matters to me. And then let's see what our pre-market high ends up being right around. Yeah, I'm okay with 361 there. And yeah, those are the levels that I have on SPY. Qs I have not played in a minute, and that's mainly because I don't really have a good read on them. I've been trading SPY. I've been enjoying trading SPY, but you can definitely see that you've got a level of support right over here on the Qs around the 263.45. You can see that held as support yesterday, and it's held as support in the pre-market here as well. So that's something for me to keep an eye on. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't, the less is more for me here visually. And that's kind of pretty much all I have. Did I go over Tesla? Yes, I did. We talked about the range, and that's all I got.
All right, cool. I got a couple here for you. Let me go ahead and throw my screen up. First thing I want to comment on is IMUX. We tried trading this early. I got stopped out of it. I did give you my parting thought yesterday. I said, watch this. Some of these stocks end up going later on in the afternoon, right? They give us the signal in the morning, and then you end up getting the trade up in the afternoon. That's exactly what happened. In fact, you got two different setups on IMUX yesterday. We did take out that 580 level eventually. In fact, we took it out several times. A lot of back and forth here. Could easily scalped against that 580 level, but also near the end of the day, it started to run away from that level. We've been butting up against 640, so I'd like to see if that's in play today. As far as new lines drawn today, I would try to draw here right around 6. I'm actually just going to put this right at 6 because I think that round number is going to come into play today if we do trade down here like 18 cents or so. So I'd be looking for the same thing here. I'm not going to rush this out of the gate. We've got some other stuff that we're going to take a look at here. But again, this is one of those setups, right? It was a little bit tough to trade early. We got a lot of fake breakouts, and then we finally got it when we got off air. So a lot of the stocks, when we're watching these, it might be worth, either opening up Notepad on your computer or Evernote or whatever it is that you use, or old-fashioned pen and paper, and write down some of the tickers that are in play in the morning. I know in my case, sometimes I take them off my screen, I forget about them, and then it all of a sudden appears in my scanner several hours later. And if I had just kind of kept that on the back burner, perhaps I'd be more prepared to trade, and I'd be able to execute that trade a little bit quicker. So that's exactly what we got here in IMUX yesterday. This is definitely at least worth watching here today to see if we get a setup for a trade long. You had really quickly touched on AMV. That's actually not on my list this morning. We are popping here, but the last time I checked, we had pretty low volume, right? We've only traded. Who's calling me this early? That seems strange. Anyway, we've only traded 155,000 shares on the day. Remember, I'm looking for stocks that have traded at least 1 million shares in the pre-market. Now, this is a little bit higher price stock, but when we compare that to the next stock that I'm looking at here, the next stock here is almost double the price of this, and it's traded quite a bit more. So AMV, sure, you can watch this, but this really needs to get volume in order for this to be a day trade play. Now, we do have a catalyst here, which could generate some buying interest and could set the stock up for potential trades. Altice Motor Vehicle shares are trading higher if the company announced an expanded order from an Australia-based EV for 270 of the company's 1.5 millivolt charging stations. The party will explore through a battery cell production partnership. So an expanded partnership, not a new partnership. We're popping up here. I actually would kind of expect this move to retrace at least part of this move before moving to the upside, but we'll see if that ends up happening. Staying along the EV/charging note here, next one on my list here is going to be Blink. Now, this is the same deal here, right? If we go to the daily chart, you'll see we've only traded 12,000 shares here today. But one of the things that one of the reasons why I want to watch this is because we actually had an exclusive story here this morning. So the Blink Charging told Benzinga that the company announced an all-new Blink network and Blink charging mobile app redesigned from the ground up, powering the next generation of EV charging experience. As I understand it, I missed the actual interview. Zoltan might be able to fill us in here, but as I understand it, the app is actually really helpful. It's going to be able to give you estimates on your range, tell you where you can charge, what other amenities, a host of features like that would apply to electric vehicle owners. And remember, when we talk about some of the chargers, one of the things that's appealing about buying these stocks for investment purposes or for trading purposes is that this is like a thing behind the thing, right? You're not putting all your eggs into one basket of one EV car company. Instead, you're actually taking a stab at the infrastructure, which is designed to service all the different types of EV cars. So an interesting play here. I do like some of these charging plays. I don't know if you recall, but about a month ago, we were actually doing pretty well trading ChargePoint, which would have unusual option sweeps and would end up popping the stock sometimes a full point. So we've had some success with some of the EV plays, whether they're charging or cars, and Blink might be the same. Same thing here, though, not enough volume yet for this to really be in play for a day trade. So I want to watch how it trades. I want to see how other stocks in this sector kind of trade. And I want to see if that news kind of catches it all today. It is an exclusive, so our community was the first to see it. That's worth noting, at least keeping on the back burner. Now, the next stock here is going to be Dice, right? I saw someone asking, I think it was Rustam asking about FNHC. This is a penny stock that's up. If you want to trade it, go ahead. I'm going to skip over this. I'm not going to trade a stock with this type of price. So that's also going to eliminate MMAT and AGFY for me. Again, these are up. These are up on good volume. So if they set up for you and you want to trade these, go ahead. But I'm not going to spend much time covering them. I am, however, going to cover Dice here. This is Dice Therapeutics, and we have a pretty awesome catalyst here on Dice this morning as well. Dice Therapeutic shares are trading higher as the company announced top-line data from its phase 1 clinical trial of DC806. Clinical proof of concept in psoriasis patients achieved with a mean percentage reduction in PASI from baseline at 4 weeks of 43.7% in the high dose group. So first of all, this stock is up nearly 100% here in the pre-market. This stock, we were closed right about 24.50 and we're currently at 46.56 here this morning. So we're fairly extended. Now, I did basically just draw my lines off the 1 minute chart today. I want to see if the stock bounces around in this range. Also worth keeping on watch here is going to be its VWAP, right? I would expect this stock to trade back down to the VWAP. I wouldn't be shocked if it broke below the VWAP. And I also wouldn't be shocked if it traded back up, found resistance at that VWAP, and then broke above. If we're able to build above the VWAP here and we're able to catch some volume as it gets bigger, this is likely going to go higher. The question is where does this go higher from? This could easily pull back to 40 or 38 and then set up for trades there. So again, we want to wait for the setup. We don't necessarily want to rush it. Frankly, I wish that I had bought a ton of this yesterday, but obviously I didn't know that this news story was going to come out. However, we will wait for it today and see if it gives us some trading opportunities. I know Jay Rice has got to be fist pumping right now because we finally got a stock with an awesome catalyst that's above $5, and we're going to watch that one here today. Next is going to be LASE. This is Laser Photonics Corporation. They have a catalyst too. I'm not familiar with this stock, but they have a catalyst here. Laser Photonics shares are trading higher after the company announced it received an order from the U.S. Navy for delivery this month of its clean tech laser blasting system with an integrated water chiller for submarine MRO. Okay, that sounds really badass. I want a laser blasting system somewhere in my house. I don't even know what it means, but it sounds really badass and based. So looking here at LASD, we have a nice little range here this morning. Really what I'd like to do is kind of watch the 250 VWAP level. Now I have 256 marked off here, so that's going to give me a little indication if it's going to find support above that, but I wouldn't be shocked if this got pulled back to the VWAP too. We pushed up to 281 very early in the pre-market, but we've not been able to clear out 274 since then. So that might be one of the first spots that I'm going to watch. However, I'm not sure how many or how much stock is going to be available for sale there. This is something that we definitely want to check out the level 2 when the market opens. Next here is going to be Joby. This is Joby Aviation. This has a catalyst too. It's actually broken above the highest resistance point that I marked. Let me go ahead and remark this. Boy, lot of coffee this morning. Joby Aviation shares are trading higher after Delta Airlines announced a partnership with the company to pioneer a home-to-airport transportation. Delta will make an upfront equity investment of $60 million in Joby. So $60 million doesn't sound like a whole lot. A small cap getting that type of capital infusion could be really good in this market, and we're seeing that it's trading up here today. We're definitely leaking from the highs. We're down about 40 cents from those highs that we put in the pre-market. So for me, what's going to be really important here, in addition to the volume, as always, is going to be where does this actually find some support? Where does it actually find footing? And one of the things when I'm not sure where the support's going to be, or if I'm not sure that the support level that I have identified is going to hold, I'll actually wait for that support to be confirmed, as opposed to actually buying the knife back, or when the price knifes down. I'll wait for it to kind of stop going down and then curl back up and try it then. I'll wait for a confirmation that that near-term bottom has been put in. And that's kind of the way I'm going to approach Joby today. We'll see if this sets up. Again, right now we're kind of leaking. We're below the VWAP. Want to see what happens with that volume when the market opens. Next here is going to be Blue Apron. This was on our Reddit report that I tried, a week or two ago. A lot of mentions here on Reddit. I noticed that I actually already had some lines drawn in here. So when I backed out to the 15-minute, I was like, oh, right. We were trading this when this was in a $5 or $6 range. And you can see it really kind of sold off. It's trying to make some moves back here, which is actually great for us, because what we want to see is we want to see some of these areas of sideways trading or consolidation taken out. And that looks like what we're getting here today. I don't know at this time if Apron is going to end up going higher, but what I would absolutely love is a move on volume through 280 and then clear out a bunch of these traders here from 280 to 288. Looks like the next leg up would be from 3 to 310 here. So I'm going to try to see if Apron really gets going here. Again, this is one that can sometimes be a slow grinder. You don't often get those pops. So I want to make sure that I'm very sure on the direction that this is going to trade before I actually end up taking it. And then lastly, just to kind of touch on it, because you mentioned it earlier, Zunaid, American Airlines reports their earnings in 9 days. That's Thursday, October 20th, before the market open. They raised their guidance here this morning. Market seems to like that. We traded right up into a resistance area. So let's see how this trades. My view on the airlines is still the same. Not great businesses. And frankly, I don't have a whole lot of luck actually just trading these stocks. So this will probably be a tertiary play here, not one at the top of my list.
Yeah, I was looking at getting American Airlines, but obviously I didn't. So I was hoping to get that $12 fill, but it only went down to $12.40. So I was nowhere near it. But I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the SPY still, seeing which way it wants to go. And Tesla's the one that's just been in that crazy range. We talked about that already. Hoping for a big explosive move on Tesla. Maybe we'll get like an inside day. I don't know, but that would be crazy because it's already, Tesla likes to move. And the fact that it's only at $9 at the moment and moves is interesting to me. Airlines are a dirty business. Someone asked me a question earlier. Good morning, Zunaid. By the way, good morning to everyone in the chat. Richard, everyone that said good morning, born to be free, Beach Bum. Good morning, Zunaid. What have you changed in the trading strategy from your week off? So I took a week off of the show, but I was still kind of trading to, because it's just something I like to do. But what I kind of did, and you noticed it, somebody noticed it yesterday, is that I have started to take contracts that are at least a month, if not a month and a half out the way. So instead of trading weeklies as much, so like for example, if I usually grab, let's just say for easy math, $1,000 worth of weeklies, I now will go ahead and grab $4,000 to $5,000 worth of contracts that are 2 months out, because my risk reward is kind of similar. However, it allows for a move for me to kind of have a bit of buffer room in case I'm wrong in the short term. Because what I realize when my trading is that my direction is more often than not correct. However, it may take some time, like later in the afternoon. So theta kills me, or I may lose 50 cents to the upside before that 2-point drop. And therefore, when when the move happens 50 points or 50 cents against me, I'm already down 20% on my contract and I got to sell, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going further out in my contracts. I'm also trying to trade a little bit more equity as well. So that's why if I'm shorting Tesla, if I'm shorting or playing SPY or whatever, I'll grab some equity as well, because that way data doesn't screw me. I can get filled a little bit easier, because sometimes the spread on the options ends up screwing me a bit as well. So those are the two things that I have changed up. I have Nvidia. Should I buy, sell, or hold? Or should I sell it or hold it? Depends if you were day trading, if you were swing trading, if you were investing. I'm not sure. And obviously, can't tell you what to do, but there also isn't much information in terms of why you bought it. But as you can see, Nvidia, it hasn't been pretty, and they've got earnings coming up in about a month or so. But best of luck with what you decide to do. It's got an interesting support level right here, though. 115 area. It'll be interesting to see if it holds it or not. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I think it's gappy down to about $80 if it doesn't hold here, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But what you got, Mitch?
What's up, guys? How we doing out there? Getting ready to get towards the open here. Taking a look at some oil stocks. Of course, yesterday I talked about shorting them, and I think this is something that I need to do more often. I feel like I have a good read when they're going to pull back. Yesterday was a definitely good day to kind of catch that pullback, and it looked like it. I mean, we had an indecision candle on Friday, and that just told us that we could get a turnaround. Nice little turnaround there on Monday, pulling on back. Now we're going to look to see if it catches support. Today's that day where we could get kind of these little tests on the hourly. I'd be looking for a test even closer towards 95.66, 96, and then a recovery back towards 99. A lot of that's going to depend on crude, though, overall. Can it hold 90? It broke 90 this morning, and I look at the WTI. So if you guys look at the front month of the WTI right now, it's at 89.60. It bounced off around 88.50s around 5:13 a.m. And then what we're going to look for is, can it recover 90? Right now at 89.60, and it did a spike right before this into 90 at 8:35, 90.26. So I'd be looking at that. I'm going to just keep a close eye to see if it can come back into the 90. I think we find the bounce eventually in oil. If it can't hold on to that 90, yes, we're probably going right back into some stabilization in crude, and I'd probably be wanting to be out of these oil trades, as they'll probably retrace some further down action. Oxy had a really hard pullback, so maybe look to see if it comes back towards this low, 63.47 or 63.40 you have there. So that could be kind of the low where it stops. If not, it could get into the gap. If it does get in the gap, be careful, because that's a move back down towards 63.12s. We'll see what happens. Occidental Petroleum. Of course, the tech stocks probably going to, at least in my eyes, continue to get hit. A lot of this is based on what the battle for the chips. I've been talking about it a lot on pre-market prep. Yesterday, my short stock was Microsoft, right? To look for Microsoft lower. We've already broken that chart. That looks really bad. That really looks like it wants to come down towards the next leg of 225. We'll see if that can continue. The overall market did get a little bounce this morning, but what did it do? It rejects that closing price of the close from yesterday, and now coming right back down. Look out for the 357 breakdown today. If that does happen, we could continue down and have another ugly day.
We're open. Good luck, folks.
MPC, Marathon Oil. I like that one too. I really do like that one. We'll see if it can kind of catch. I'll look for levels on there. Let me see. Hourly chart. 103.61s. Let's see if that holds. All right, let's take a look. Time to take a look at a lot of stocks here out the gates. PG getting a little bit of a spike there. Look at some of the cheaper oil names too. MRO getting a little bit of a bounce there. Netflix has been strong lately, so I'm taking a look at that. That did get a nice little bounce here right out the gates. It flushed and then bounced.
Apron's first move here out of the open is down. FNHC, the penny stock that was mentioned in the chat, first move here is up. Not in it. Watching Apron here. Looks a little weak out of the open here on Apron.
Sectors, first one in the green, communication services, everything else in the red from the open. Leading sector down is technology. Technology and energy leading down out the gates here.
Market lower out of the gates.
On ticker AMV, I've got maybe 10% on my size ready to purchase at $25, and then another 10% ready to purchase at $24, simply because you had resistance here yesterday. I want to see if it holds. If not, crack a 23, I'm out.
Quite spready here as well. Good job reducing your size there, Zunaid. That's exactly what I would have done too. Frankly, I think if it loses 26 here, it's likely to trade down.
Yeah. Let's see what happens there. Let's take a look at the SPY here. You said it's going to the downside, and it is, and it's coming right back up to test VWAP. We'll see if it holds it or breaks above it, rather.
Oil looking good here. I'm thinking about MRO for a little bit of a scalp action here. Let's see if I can get in here. The little pullback towards 26.85.
If SPY gets to the 360 area, I will definitely try some short with a stop loss above 360 60s.
I'm going to keep watch what happens in crude oil and pay attention to that 90 mark. Until that happens, I'll try to stay out. And so oil is actually retracing right now in the futures market, but we are getting a little bit of a bounce back. I think a lot of that is because of the down action in the pre-market. It's already gapped down, so we could get a little bit of a bounce.
AMV trying to take out 27 here. There it goes, 27 down. FNHC stopped so far at 45 cents. Apron bouncing back to the highs here, so that initial move was bought up. Above its VWAP as well. 270 looks to be the spot on Apron if it can take that out. Stopped right at 269 there. Nice.
Trying to see if solar is going to go green. SPWR got hit hard, but they also had the GM news, right? Maybe the short reports don't hit it as hard as the GM news could bring it back. So I'm keeping an eye on it right now. It did do a spike from 1920 to 1990, now pulling on back to 1950s. Let's see if it holds here and then tries to take out the 1990s on the upside move. But a lot of that is I need to see something get into the green in solar. There's nothing in the green right now.
I'm going to try to scalp Amazon here. It's down to about the 111.50s area. I got to feel a bad one at 111.63. If it goes in and cracks 111.40s, I'll be out, but I'm looking to get 75s and 80s if I can. So just a quick scalp play for me.
LASE, one of the stocks that we highlighted on the list here this morning, broke through that 281 spot, currently pushing 293 here. Got to think 3 is in the cards here if it keeps up its momentum. Got a decent bid under it here at 292, so look for LASE to push higher here. I'm not in this stock.
All right, Amazon, I'm going to take a loss of about 20 cents, mainly because I just got notification that I was filled on AMV. So let me focus on that stock. 25.05 is my fill on AMV, putting it up on my chart. There you go. Let's see what we want to get out of this one. I'm hoping to get about 26.50s if I can on this one. So I'm going to put it out there. 26.40 is my sell.
It just went to 26.50.
I didn't put my limit order in time. I didn't put my limit order in time, but I've got it out there.
Hard. Apple getting hit. Tesla getting hit hard. Doesn't look good for the market overall. We just took that next leg.
Market rolling
towards
to
the
lows
357.
Come on. Come on.
LASE pulling off that high spot here.
We're up 4% on that AMV position, but I'm looking for 2640s if I can get it. We are green on it, but
really spready on AMV.
Yeah, you got about 20, 30 cent spread on that one.
Long on drip, so opposite to oil. Gonna hold towards a 27, so 10-cent risk here.
What you gonna do, AMV? Da, 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 da.
Seeing
Blink
oil
down
come
4%
down.
out of the gate here.
That's what's making me think of the drip.
26.10, the 26.20, 26.46. You should be good.
Yep, 2640. I'm out 75% of the 10% size that I had. Now I'm just holding on to 25% just in case this wants to move a little bit higher. But so far, profitable trade. I'm gonna move my stop loss to $25 on this one now. So we are looking solid here.
Nice
Take an L
scale
on Amazon.
Nice scale and nice discipline there, Zunaid. I like that trade. I like that trade worked for you as the market was moving to lows.
Thank you. Oh,
2650 up on AMV now.
yeah. Now it's going up against VWAP, right? That's why I wanted to get out in front of it. And if it can get above VWAP, that'd be dope. But for now, below.
LASE at 3. I think the thing that's going to be really interesting here about LASE is if it can really get going. Now, this is not guaranteed that this is what's going to happen, but if this is a daily chart here, and if this really gets going, the next upside resistance spot here on the daily chart is 550. Now, let's keep that in perspective. We're currently at 288, so a lot has to happen for us to go up there, but just keep in mind where we're at here. Possible spots for this to stop would be 350. Again, I'd look for that on a breakthrough 3. Let's go ahead and add this line here. I got, why didn't, come on. Oh, because I'm to the left of it. All right, so I've got 356, but we could call that 350, and then I would actually mark off 550 here. So something to keep in mind here on LASE. Not saying that's going to happen, but those are some of the things that we're looking at here. Continue to watch the 1-minute chart for this high to get breached.
Might get stopped out here and drip. I'm right on the risk spot now. Then you see drip recover here. Get back to the VWAP.
I'm going to go all the way out to January for this one. Just grabbing a couple of contracts. January 20th on SPY. Grabbed the 355 puts. I got filled at 18.99. My stop loss is going to be if it cracks 359.
LASE took out 3 again. Took it out on pretty good volume here as well. Actually happened a little too quick for me to grab shares, although I was looking for it. So I'm not in this at the moment. Would love to hit this on another pullback. They're chomping through stock that's being offered here. 303 to 305 had some decent size. 305 still has some size. I would love for this to pull back a little bit here and reset up again.
Come on, SPY. Come on, SPY.
LASE feeling a little toppy here in the 301 to 305 range. I do have prints at 306, but very few. Again, this consolidation here, what I would really like is for kind of a pullback, a hold of a support, and then a move back into this area. That would make me feel pretty good about buying long here.
Amazon just continuing to pound the lows here.
Yep.
I'm interested in this one absolutely at 110 for a bounce, but the question is, do I try to? No, I won't. I'm already in the SPY short, or else I would have tried to short 111 to the 110s on Amazon, but I'm gonna leave it be, especially because I'm short the SPY, which we're up a solid $6 per contract. Yeah, baby.
Look at WIN, LVS, and MLCO. Let me throw this up here on my chart because this is a fairly good lesson here. We tried to warn you on this one. These casinos. Go ahead, Mitch.
Outdrip.
These casino stocks that have Macau exposure. Remember, we got that report earlier about the COVID restrictions being lifted, and that caused a lot of these stocks to pop. The reality is that it wasn't lifted for everybody in Macau. And that Golden Week, that was supposed to be one of the big Macau revenue generating weeks of the year, it was not open despite them reducing some of the COVID restrictions. And you see now that the stocks are being impacted by that. LVS, WIN, MLCO, all the same. So hopefully wasn't a buy on that COVID news story, because stocks have given back quite a bit of those gains. MLCO doing the best from that.
Trying to see the dollar here. Dollar is back into the green there. So the market's coming down here fast.
All right, some interesting action here on DICE too. We talked about DICE. If anyone else is trading DICE today, I'd love to know what your trade plan is here. Looking at DICE, we had that really decent catalyst here. We've actually pulled back beneath the VWAP, but we've kind of stopped at this 42.87 support. Still not a ton of volume on this name. In fact, 4.7 million shares. So it's much higher now that the market's open than it was earlier. But really want to kind of see if this holds. Not sure I trust this support just yet. Would like to see another test and bounce off the support level to give us that. LASE still trying to move back through 3 here. We did pull back. Question is do we hold this level? Trade through 3 here might take some.
SPY trade is still kind of at break even. Amazon. So part of me wants to go short Amazon because of that previous close acting as resistance. I wanted to scalp it there. But again, just trying to stay disciplined, because the old me from 2 weeks ago would have just tried to play weeklies on that and try to get 10, 20%, which unfortunately would have worked. But we're going to be a little bit patient. We're in the SPY short. We're up like not even $3 on that one, but we're waiting. We're waiting for this to test the 356.30 area.
AMD battling VWAP. Q's looking like I want to take another leg. Let's see what happens here. There's a couple of bottoming candles.
Yeah, you can see that 115.17 level holding as support at the moment. But if that one goes ahead and cracks at this 5-minute candle, I wouldn't mind going short on it.
Apple down towards 139.18. Just doesn't look good.
DICE looking like it's trying to bounce here. Let's see if we can get a move back through the VWAP on DICE. Pretty spready here on DICE too. We're looking at this is actually not so bad. This is only about a 10-cent spread right now. It changes. It goes from about 10 to 20 cents depending on where the price is. Got a VWAP of 44.39. Oh, look at IMUX. IMUX going up to that 640 level that we talked about. IMUX on watch here through 640 as well. We got a lot of stuff to watch here. DICE looking like it's trying to reclaim its VWAP right now.
BTU holding that hourly pullback. That looks interesting for me.
Mitch, what game today is going to be the most interesting for you? Playoff baseball game.
Not much, but if I had to watch one, it'd probably be the Yankees. Baseball's kind of dead now.
Sorry about your Rays, bro.
That's how it is, man. Once the Rays lose, I barely watch it. Probably won't even watch the World Series.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and go short on Nvidia here. getting about 50% of my size on the equity. Short at 115.36. My stop loss will be above like 116. As SPY's moving up, of course, as soon as I take that short. Thank you. Thank you, SPY.
Yeah.
AMD is looking like it's trying to push.
I'm going to add here again to the short, which is why I took 50%. Now I'm in. My short, once again, was at 115.67. So my average is, where is it? 115.51 is my average.
Peggy, good shout here, Jay. Peggy curling back up 486, yesterday's intraday high. We're actually butting up against 460, where the stock struggled to break out of several times yesterday, right? So here's that 460 level, right where my cursor is. We're right there. 486 was yesterday's intraday high. If Peggy can get rolling, good spot here. We'll watch this.
I'm short Amazon here on the equity side at 111.24s. We'll see what happens with these shorts. I could, yeah. Let's see.
I'm actually taking a shot of long on Nvidia here off of the 115.30s though. So it's a quick little reversal style trade. If it doesn't work, I'll cut it quickly.
Well, you're in the money there by 30 cents. You gonna sell it?
Quick reaction. No, that's too quick.
Dice rolling over here.
I look for 116 break. There it goes. Now you're starting to get that reaction. Let's look for the 116 break. If 116 goes through, then I feel like we're going to start getting a push.
Tesla at the highs here.
Yeah, it's helping the market go up here.
Yeah, I don't see any of the other plays. I mean, GOEV is up 1% here today, but I don't see a lot of the other plays following along. BGE red-green move.
See if the Qs can hold their bottom there. It's not looking good.
Someone's talking about BNTX. Let's check that one out. Yeah, it's moving to the downside. I don't know much about it. Looks like a volume there, but I'm sorry, I don't know much about it.
That's one of the vaccine companies, BioNTech. Let's see if we.
There we go. Getting that move on SPY now, but it hasn't broken low day, so nothing much to celebrate there. And there's Nvidia to the downside. Let's go ahead and. Yep, let's go ahead and cover some of our shorts here. Sorry, Mitch.
Get pow.
Come again. But we're going to cover some of our
Did you
shorts.
Just tell him to come again. That's fine.
I did.
Yeah, I gave my money to Zunaid, so
I appreciate it. I'll make sure I will make sure to take good care of
freaking butter chicken on that.
He ain't getting butter chicken. We all know Zunaid's about to house Rice Krispie treats and get a haircut. Come on, we know what
Stop
he's
playing
do
with me.
buddy.
Stop playing with me.
Already got one down.
Nah, this is from yesterday. No, I haven't had any. Come on, I'm not that big of a degenerate, but. On our Nvidia short, we're covering some at the, what did I cover? Already covered at 114.89. I've already covered some. And it looks like we've got another covering coming here. Oh my God, can I please click some buttons?
The kids
covered
were
some more
357
at 114.74 on Nvidia. I'm gonna look to cover some more at 114.55 if I can get it, and the rest will be 114.20. On Nvidia. So the orders are out there. Let's see if we can get them filled. And of course, we've got our Amazon short as well. Can't forget about that. That one's only about 24 cents in the money, so nothing too crazy there to write home about. Looking for Amazon to break the lows of 110.50s if possible. We're about 15 cents away from our third take cover on Nvidia if we can get it. SPY made new lows, but it kind of bounced right back up, so that's slightly concerning, but we're okay there. SPY contracts are only up $13, so that's the thing that sucks, man, about going that far out, but whatever.
Real quick, the low from September 30th was 357.04 on the SPY. We're at 357.14 on the SPY. If we lose that, I would expect to trade down more. I'm going to kind of watch that. Not going to take any new trades as SPY breaks down through its support.
Nvidia covered some more at 114.55. Let's go. That's about a point.
Nice job on
of a
that
move
trade.
to the downside. Thank you. Amazon's the only one that hasn't quite made the move like we would have liked. SPY has made the move that we wanted, but that's the thing that sucks about going so far out. Your contracts barely move. It's fine. It's fine.
But you have
Okay.
more time for that movement to take place. So
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I might just sell it, even though my direction was right. Now it's like time is too much. I don't know. Whatever. Should have gone on the equity side.
IMUX through that 640.
ETs, what ETs?
Way to be, Jonathan. 2% on your entire account every day will add up.
Way to go.
Reason to force it. Good stuff.
Noise.
650 the high here on IMUX. Oh, FNGR. This has yesterday's intraday high at 850. We're currently at 832. So it looks like FNGR is trying to get rolling here as well.
Amazon is fighting VWAP. I would like a rejection, please. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go a little bit. Let me go on Amazon. Let's play some. Where's November? Expiration. Nope, that's a little spready. I don't want that one. Perfect. All right, I'm going to take a shot here. Just a couple of contracts on Amazon. What did I grab? The 111 puts expiring November 18th on Amazon. My fill was 750 on the dot. 750 on the dot, Amazon. 111 puts expiring November 18th. 750 is my fill. If it goes ahead and cracks 112, I am out. At the moment, Nvidia has found a bit of support at 114.50, waiting for that to crack so we can cover at 114.20s. And then on Amazon, we're hoping to get down to 110.50s for a test. That's where we'll take our first target on terms of profit. And then our second one will wait for about 110s.
Tesla really kind of bucking what the rest of the market is doing here as it continues to push towards its high.
No, if you buck, why not? If you buck, what? Let's see.
IMUX trying to take out 650 here. IMUX. There it goes through 50. There's a seller there at 655. Definitely some refresh sell volume there. Got as high as 658. Let's see if they take 655 out. No, they're going to pull it back from that. Yeah, Jay Rice, great short there on PayPal. You're up 8 points on it. That was from yesterday, right? That high, it tried to bounce after the gap down yesterday on PayPal. Got just about as high as 88 and has just been bleeding ever since.
There's Nvidia coming back up to the 115s. Not something I like to see. But what is our average price on this one? 115.35. So we're still in the green, and we've taken out about 80% of our size anyway. Just 20% left that we're hoping to take out at 114's 20s. And we're short Nvidia. I mean, excuse me, we are short Nvidia. I just talked about that, but we're short Amazon and also the SPY.
Easy Mike sold your PayPal short. Ticker is incorrect here, but he sold
PYPL.
PayPal short, PYPL.
All right. Come on, Amazon. Give me 50 more cents, baby. Give me 50 more cents, please, to the downside. So we can call it a day early, you know? I'll still hang out on the show, but you might just have to close my E-Trade. There we go. Come on. All right, on the equity side of things, we are 30 cents in the money on our short. We were short at 111.24. Now we're at 110.89s. What up, no? Our Amazon contracts are only up like 2%. God, man, I hate. I'll stop complaining. But there's a crack of 114.50 on Nvidia to the downside. We're about 7 cents away from our covering. Come on. Come on. There's no way you're bouncing right here. There's just no way. Come on.
Lassie, good shout there. The crow. Lassie, new high here.
Bruh.
Ticker LASE. LASE and IMUX giving us the best opportunities here this morning on the small cap side.
All right, Nvidia, you want to play games? That's fine.
Still think that we're going to get a pullback towards the VWAP here at some point on Lassie. Currently at its highs here, 310. I have a high print of 310, so it needs to take that out for new highs. Got to go to the washroom, folks. BRB.
While you're there, please go ahead and flush Nvidia so we can get our covers. As you've got the SPY bouncing, currently trading at 357. Amazon still below VWAP, but hasn't made the total flush to the lows of the day at 110.50, so we can start covering some of our trades.
Disaster stock of the day is definitely Uber. Get into Luber. And definitely getting hit hard there. Uber down there towards 23.84, and a lot of this on reports that their contractors could soon be considered employees. They're taking a hard hit on that valuation. Q's making new lows.
Shout out to Ryan for flushing Nvidia while he's in there, because we are out of Nvidia.
Hit the flush again, Ryan.
Solid trade on that.
You know what I laughed, though? There's no one hating your bearish outlook today. Come on over to pre-market prep so you can see, Zunaid, how I get hit when I mention
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm short in Nvidia? Oh, no.
That's tough. That is tough.
You can't be short with that crowd.
On Amazon, I'm going to go ahead and cover some here at the 110.84, simply in case we get a bounce. I don't want to be a part of it. But I'm still short, keep in mind, with the puts. So still in the position, but on the equity side, went ahead and covered because we were short Amazon at 111.24. We covered at 110.84. So about a 30-cent trade there, if you will. Or 40 cent. I can't do the math, whatever it is. Nvidia should find support at 114, which is why I wanted to cover all of it. And I am out of Nvidia. SPY short still hanging on. We're up about $25 per contract on that. I do expect a little bit of support to come in. But man, come on, Amazon. Just crack it, baby. Just crack it, baby.
Tesla down to 221. Did get a little bit of a pop there for a second and then came right back down. Apple trying to make new lows on the 139s. Nice little VWAP fade on that one today. You're able to nail that short.
You know what? On this SPY, I'm just going to take my profit simply because that's the low. And I don't know what SPY is going to do there because you have support, obviously a pre-market. But if you go back, also pre-market on October 3rd, it held as support. So in case we get a bounce, I'm out of SPY, racking up the gains.
Lays at highs here, just took new highs. Every time this takes out a new high, it goes maybe 1 or 2, 3 cents higher and then yanks. So I'd like a nice little pullback here to kind of flush out some of those weaker hands. And I think we'd be able to buy this for the upside here on the Lays. LASE.
SPY trying to make new lows, just hit it for a second there, 356.50s. Looks like we went after those 357s. Said forget those lows.
Gee, I don't use ATR. And I have pre-market. ATR definitely something I should use, but I just don't know how to properly use it. And sometimes if I have too much stuff, I just can't.
Lassie, if you took the trade through 3 on Lassie on LASE, I'd trim some here. Feels a little heavy on this last high of day break. They did just bring a bid under it at 315 here. And they just soaked all that up. So I'd trim and trail here on Lassie if you took that through 3. That trade through 3 worked out really nice.
Trying to get through. It's not the June lows no more. It's the September lows. Now we're going to have new October lows. It looks like it as we're breaking through.
Mitch, your excitement is palpable.
Well, the market breaks. That means we'll finally, eventually, hike rates enough to kill inflation. Gotta get this inflation out the market.
There's the 110.50, so that means we're going to sell half of our position on Amazon.
Bitcoin in free fall right now.
I forgot to cancel my AMV trade at 24, so I just got filled on that one. I'm just going to try to get out if I can. Shoot. How many shares do I have? I got filled at 24. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the market sell, and I got filled at 24.04 on the out. So
nice. So you made 4 cents on them.
I'm a dog, Ryan. What you want me to tell you, bro?
Hey, let the big dogs eat, Zunaid. Let the big dogs eat.
You know what I'm saying? But let that be a lesson to cancel any pending orders. I look up and I'm like, what's this new position? And I'm like, wait, what?
Here's the pullback that we got on Lassie. Right through 3 here. VWAP at 286. Would love for it to get down there. This is what we were waiting for here on Lassie. So we're back through 3 here on Lassie, but struggling. I wanted it to get lower on towards the VWAP on this. See if we end up getting that. Good buying at 3 here, though.
All right, back. What do we got? Sorry, I had to take care of a position there, and yeah, Amazon to the downside.
Is this the day where the bulls just lose their heads?
Well, so let's talk about that, Mitch, because I think it was last week, right? We were having a lot of discussions here on what we needed to see in order to kind of confirm maybe we're near a bottom, or the bottom is approaching. One of the things that a couple of chat members said, I think it was Tom and Jay and a couple others, they wanted to see a VIX around 40. We're currently at 33.78. VIX is creeping up here. So maybe we do get that flush that makes that VIX spike. Maybe that is in the cards here coming up. By the way, Lassie did pull back under 3. I'm glad we didn't take it through 3 on that. I wanted this to get closer to the VWAP before taking it.
So an important level to watch is the high on the VIX from the 28th. You got 34.50, and that was overnight at 2 a.m. It went to 34.50. Will we get through that level on the VIX? And then from there, you'll go into other highs trying to take out. You got a move up towards 34.02. We got a move that went towards 34.75. That was on June 9th. And so that would be the next one after that. So 34.50, 34.75. If we get through those, we could be heading towards that 40.
And yesterday's intraday high was 33.99. We're currently at 33.86. Sorry about that, Zunaid.
No, you're fine. That was on me. Nvidia, I mean, just pounding the lows. Should have stayed short, but cannot be greedy. I'm happy with the short that we got from the 115s. SPY, new lows here at 355. I am expecting a bounce at 355, but if this 5-minute candle closes around 356.30 below it, I'd be interested in
flushing out the tech. And it's mainly tech. Look at Nvidia, just continues down there.
Look at the reversal in Tesla.
Continue down.
Look at the reversal in Tesla. Zunaid, can you replace one of those charts with Tesla real quick?
Sure can. Let's just go here.
Look at that reversal.
Look at the reversal in Coin today with their fluff news they put out.
And look, it's still within that range from yesterday on Tesla, right? This yellow highlight, that's what that range is. So what's interesting, though, is how SPY is just kind of dumping. And now, look, yes, both of these are down about 1%, but SPY has just intraday continued to go down, where Tesla has kind of held up, if you will, has not made new lows. Just something to keep an eye on. What you oohing about? What you got? What you got?
Short Mara today, of course, with the overall market coming down like it is. Mara and the Bitcoin stocks just cracking hard there. It's a down day. That's for certain.
That's for sure.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a small size here on the SPY. Let me go. Wait for it to go. Wait. All right, there we go.
IMUX highs.
I'm
Man,
short
IMUX really
SPY
giving up trades.
356.17 on the SPY. I am short. My stop loss is going to be pretty quick. If it goes ahead and cracks above the 356.60s, I'm out. Come on. There we go, SPY. There we go, SPY. Come on down.
We do have Fed speakers today, but
yeah, I think at like
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30
like
to 12. Yeah. Sounds about right. All right, we're 20 cents in the money on our SPY short. That's not enough. I'm looking for about 40 cents if I can get it, just so I can have a proper risk reward. So around 355.80s, I will go ahead and cover some.
Urban Farm saying Thursday all will be revealed. Of course, that's when we get our next CPI print.
CPI, PPI, PPs.
It's PPI on Thursday?
Nah, I think PPI is earlier, or am I wrong? I know CPI is Thursday. I'm saying, when's the other PP?
Wednesday.
There you go. Are you laughing at PP, Mitch?
Yeah, he is, because he totally confused me. I was being serious.
PP, PPI,
PPI is tomorrow.
PP is every day. PPI is Wednesday.
PPU, bro. PPU, bro. How's that?
Why are you trying to look at my PP, bro? Come on, SPY. SPY moving up to the upside here. We could have taken profits in profit of 20 cents or so, but we decided to stay greedy, which means we may get stopped out here if the SPY goes ahead and cracks at 356.60s. Bum, 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 bum.
I just love how the market does this move to right about 9 a.m. and just says, hey guys, do you see me going up? Oh no, the market opens and it just goes straight down. Oh, the market loves to fake you out.
I went short once again here to add some size at 356.47. So my stop loss is going to be the same. My average on SPY short is 356.32s.
See how crude is doing. I want to see if it can get back into the green. The dollar was definitely jumping.
Jump.
Yeah, the dollar is looking like it's pushing. So we'll look for the highs, 113.50s on DXY.
I hate money, so I went ahead and grabbed a put on the SPY. October 31st, 357 puts. I got filled at 997.
I hate money too. Tried some LASE here at 301. As soon as you said that, I was about to call the trade out, and then you said that, and I was like, you know what, that's good.
There you go. Here, let me put up the box here for us. Hang on.
So, all right. So, trade plan here for LASE. Looks like this is the curl. Remember, we talked a little bit about wanting to confirm some of these moves here. That's kind of what I was doing here. Didn't take that first move through 3 and ended up buying 301 because I wanted the confirmation. What I'd really like to see here is a test towards 316. Being green in this, given the market that we have, I'm not even going to let this go red. So we're up here 8 cents now. If this starts to pull back, I'm just going to exit and wait for a setup. But for upside, what I'd like to see here is a break of 316.
I like that, Jonathan. I'm going to use that next time. But like my CPA said, I need more expenses. So I'm going to go in with this trade and see if I can lose some money.
IMF didn't help either, right? Right before the open, they put out a doom and gloom type of headline that the worst is still yet to come.
We were in the money of our SPY short by about 30 cents. We decided not to take it. We may get stopped out here. But that's okay, because it's going to be a paper cut if I get stopped out. And we're looking for, much nicer gains as my... I don't know where my phone is. I got to find my phone after this trade ends. I made my bed because, I'm a good boy.
I'm gonna cut Lassie here. Sorry, I'm gonna wait for this to set up again. I just don't want to lose all this. Feel like it might pull back. Anyway, go ahead about your bed.
I think my phone is somewhere under my covers and pillows and shit.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Spy. Wait, whoa. Spy. Other way, Spy. U-turn. 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 There we go.
WNW halt. Nice call here, Jay. I'm not in this either. I see the halt though. What did we have news on this halt? Or is it just trade? No, it looks like it just traded up quickly on volume. Big volume spike there. We'll see what's going on in WNW.
How much more negative can sentiment get? I think it could get really negative. I don't think it's really.
Thursday.
Yeah, I don't think it's really that negative.
So I can speak to that, Mitch. So I in the happy hour show, we have a really diverse group of traders from all walks of life and all different experience levels. And several of the people that have been doing this for decades are consistent, saying that this is some of the worst sentiment that they've ever seen in the market. That includes the global financial crisis of 2008. So just it's rough out there. The sentiment is really bad. The one thing I will say, Spielberg and Mitch, this is kind of, it sounded like what you were kind of saying. No matter how bad things can get, they can seemingly always get worse.
Absolutely.
So just because something's bad, don't think that you're at the bottom here.
Yeah, still people trying to spend. There's still people thinking about buying Halloween costumes, right? Buying candies for the kids. When you see all that go away, that's when it's the bottom there.
By the way, Lassie, all the way, my entry was 301. It had just pulled back to 302. So I didn't get that pop above 316. I didn't get the full profit that I wanted, but I'm able to lock in some gains. And now I have a buffer going forward when this sets up again. And I do think this will set up again, even if it's not what we're on our show here. This is the type of stock I could see a yank back to the VWAP and a nice little volume expansion this afternoon, giving us a tradable opportunity here. So I'm okay. I know I didn't get the gains that I wanted. We can't all be Zunaid, but I'm okay protecting my capital here.
Well, why are you going to say that? Because I'm going to lock in some gains on my SPY short here at 356.05. Oh, man. I see. This is why we lock in gains, because look, it came right back up to break even.
Right back up, baby. But Zunaid, all jokes aside, I mean, we're having a good time, but all jokes aside, locking in gains is not a bad idea at all. Nope. And especially on the stocks that I have put on for a day trade. A lot of times I'm trying to play movements. I'm trying to play reversals. I'm trying to play quick pops. I'm trying to watch the level 2. You can take gains. You can take gains on those. There's nothing. If you're not under PDT, there's nothing stopping you from buying it back. If you are under PDT, you might want to do something that gives you a little bit more leeway, where you don't have to be as quick on the trigger. Adjust for the conditions that you face.
Amen to that. You do have WNW unhalted.
Grizzly Bear really taking Mitch's example to the extreme here. So we have to be homeless for things to get better. Got it.
That's it. You got it.
I'll be honest though. Look, I wasn't trading the markets in 08, but I have a hard time believing that the sentiment today is worse than it was back then. Like,
right?
I don't know about that one. But again, it's not like I was trading, right? I was focused on, other things in my life.
Yeah, I don't think.
I just have a hard time believing that.
What, the sentiment being as bad as it was, like when we invaded Kuwait or went into Kuwait?
That the sentiment of like 08. Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah, so there were the example, the quote was that this is some of the worst sentiment since some of the major disasters or the major financial disasters. The global financial crisis in 2008 was mentioned, as was the move into Kuwait. I am stopped out here. That's why I wasn't trading during those times. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. This is something that I got from someone else with more experience than me.
No, of course. I did go and get stopped out on SPY. See, this is why we take our profits, because now we ended up barely losing any money on this trade because we had locked in gains at the 355 or 356s. Excuse me. Let me make sure any of my other positions I get out of here. Excuse me, please, while I get out of that one. Thank you. Cool. I don't have any positions on anything anymore. What's interesting though is that you have this AMV that's right back up to the 24s. If it can get above VWAP at 26, this thing can try to make a march towards the 30s.
Kenneth, our live trading. First of all, welcome. This is your first day here. Welcome. I hope that you're enjoying it. I hope that you continue to enjoy it, and I hope that you learn something from us. The show starts right after pre-market prep. So if you're looking for a time, I would say anywhere between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern is a safe bet. We don't go on until Mitch gets off pre-market prep and then launches our show. So there isn't a set minute every day. We get busted on by a couple of people in here that we're late every day. Reality is we come on as soon as pre-market prep is over.
I need to harvest.
Right there, Mitch. Mitch looks upset. The Rays losing really took it out of Mitch. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, man. You know how it is, bro. Sometimes this is how it is. The way the cookie crumbles.
So here you go. I'll acquiesce to someone that actually has firsthand experience. Voodoo says, Z, I was trading back then. The sentiment is getting there. Okay, so it looks like you disagree a little
getting
bit.
there. Okay,
Right there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I personally believe a lot of people are going to get seriously hurt this time. Voodoo, I'm with you on that.
The big thing is you're not getting the jobs numbers. Remember, that's what you got in the financial crisis. You did get unemployment spiking. You don't have that here. So when people start losing their jobs, that's going to tell you something.
Position on Amazon short. 111.36 it's a bad fill. I was hoping to get 150s, but that's on me for not putting a limit order there. But if it gets to near the 112s, I would look to get some puts. But for now, it's just short via equity or via equity. Y'all say via or via?
Via.
Someone called me a dumbass because I said via. Or because I said via and they said it's via. And I was like, why don't you get out of here?
I don't know if that warrants calling somebody else a dumbass, but you do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm genuinely worried about losing my job now. Probably need to find a government job. I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all the time about what's needed and unemployment and people losing jobs for things. I obviously, I don't wish for anyone here to lose their job. So
not at all. Someone's talking about Beat.
Yeah, Beat's been on the list. Same with iLag, right? iLag 476. 476 is your spot there on iLag to watch.
I appreciate you bringing up Beat because now I'm going to beat. No, I'm joking. I am going to see if I can go ahead and get Beat at $5.05. The order is out there, and the reason for that is because you've got VWAP and the whole number around that $5 area. It's got me interested. The order is out, and SPY is now trading near VWAP itself. Let's see if we can.
So Becca shouting out Rivian here. Rivian moving up, thought maybe along with Tesla, but now the charts they don't match. They're diverging a little bit. You know what's interesting here about Rivian, Zunaid? Of course, you took that short yesterday, right? That was nice, by the way. You're waiting for a breakdown below 30. We seem to have the catalyst that we needed, a humongous recall for a bunch of their vehicles. But look at how the stock's acting today.
Yeah, stock's
not only did it not break that 30 handle yesterday that you were waiting for, we're actually bouncing here today. We're green. We're up 3% here today.
Yeah, that $30 ended up being
really getting smashed.
$30 ended up being support there for sure on Rivian. I think it got to like 30.20s yesterday. Yeah, about 30.16s. I'm short SPY here. What I'm doing is I'm just making sure I have the best risk reward, right? So I'm short SPY at 357.30s. I've already got my stop loss order in at 357.70s. So if it cracks that, I'm out. Simple as that. Amazon short. I'm waiting for it to get to maybe around the 98s, or excuse me, the 111.85s ish or so. And I'm going to grab some puts if I can. I will say I am at the risk of losing all my gains if this goes to the downside in my trade and the market to the upside.
Market is bouncing pretty good here. We're getting a bounce in Apple, bounce in Tyson, bounce in Amazon, Costco green. That kind of shook off the sell-off here today. Go Costco. Some good energy there.
Peggy, I need to go to Costco today, actually. I'll probably end up going tomorrow.
Approaching 5 here. Good shout there on Peggy, by the way, the crow. We took out that 486 level. Looks like we're going to take out 5 again. Here's a second attempt through 5 for Peggy. This one's been good for us, too. We've day traded this a couple of times.
Yeah, I know when I tried to trade this last week, it had a tough time getting through 4, and now it's looking to get through 5.
Ali Reza is looking for the entry trigger that you had for your Amazon put.
It was the 112. So you can see this line that I have here, the 112, the purple line. That's where I was having my support and resistance. And there is SPY to the downside. We were short at 357.29. So I'm going to go ahead and cover some here as we're about 30 cents in the money. Let's go. Beep, 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 beep. Cool. Covered some here at 356.83s, and the rest is the same thing. We're going to wait till we can go ahead and test the 356.30s. What's up, Mitch?
I'm just hesitating there. I would have been shorting Google there, but just hesitating there on the 98 short.
Harvest some losses, Mitch. Do not hesitate.
It was a good short there. It would already been in the profits, about 30 cents there. So it was a good outlook. I mean, I didn't catch it at the VWAP, so that's what made me also hesitate a little bit, but just not feeling it today. You guys can clearly see that. Not going to trade. It can go to hell.
Could you help us? Okay, Elireza. All right. So he said, could you help us understand why you got into the Amazon put? Yes. Okay. Let me just make sure I put my limit orders out there before I get killed. Okay, cool. The reason I got into the Amazon short, so I've got the 5-minute chart here, which I'm starting to love a little bit more. 5-minute helps me get in the trade. 10-minute helps me stay in the trade. Okay. So here you go. I've got the, if I go ahead and go to the 10-minute, you can see here, right? This 112 on Amazon went ahead and held that support quite often, right? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times here as well, by the way. And then it kept bouncing. Once it broke, I was interested in a short, which I went ahead and played, and I made money this morning. Now it's coming back up, and I'm hoping that this support will continue or will flip to stay as resistance. And same thing here, right? You saw it come back up here. It's about the 111.80s. That's why I said, look, the closer it gets to 112, I want to be short. And I want to make sure I grab some puts as well. So that's what I did. I covered some here just now, but I'm still staying short until and unless the 5-minute trade or the 10-minute candle, excuse me, closes above 112. If that happens, I will be out. I'll also pay attention to the 5 just in case we get a crazy move to the upside. But that's the reason I got into the trade. It's not even about the EMAs. It's not even about VWAP. It's simply about the 112 level on Amazon. That's all.
And real quick here, I want to go over Dice real fast. The Crow saying Dice wouldn't touch it. So normally I would probably avoid a stock like this too. Today seemed really good though, right? Seemed like a really good catalyst. However, one of the things that, I don't know if you were here for the prep before we actually started. One of the things that I was talking about here is I'd really like to see this come down and confirm a reversal. So we went through the different support levels that I had. We're kind of finding one here. Part of me, I'm still in the waiting game on this. I have no plans to purchase this unless we can confirm that we're reversing. Maybe this intraday bottom is 36. Maybe on a move back through 40, we can challenge the VWAP there at 42.50. But I'm with you. This one a little bit tough to trade, and it's really been leaking since we opened. Spy off that bounce. It looks like that bounce is over, at least temporarily.
What did I do? Oh, I did go to get filled on my beat, by the way. My average price on beat is now 506 on BEAT. Beat.
I bought it at 3 different parts, Sydney. That was my entry point.
Interesting here. Voodoo saying, Ryan, it generally takes about 16 years of conservative fiscal policy to correct 8 years of tax and spend fiscal policy. A lot of people may not even climb back to even for at least 25 years or so. Sad reality, I would say. It's a sad reality. And that's one of the reasons why we try to trade and take hold of our financial future. Buying and holding is great. But if you can actively outperform the S&P, you can close that gap down. It's not easy, but it can be done.
Will we price in a bad CPI report already and then maybe rip on CPI data? Who knows? But we're definitely below that 357. As long as we remain below there, it is not looking good. We got a little bit of a spike there, but if you look at the bigger candles, they're holding resistance now towards that 357.
310 Lassie here. The Crow, you've been on it here this morning. Awesome stuff. Lassie looking to run again. What I got here is 309, right, on Lassie. So a break above 309. That's going to be where most of that volume has traded. A break of 309 should test 316, and a break above that completes that scalp.
This is funny. Shelly's funny.
Yeah, I mean, we were clearly joking around. She's not wrong. We did say that. But we
did.
Clearly joking around.
We did.
I mean, maybe I should stop following some of Zunaid's jokes because,
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
one of us needs to be like, responsible.
I try very hard to be responsible. I've missed trades here because I'm trying to be responsible. This morning, in fact.
Here's Amazon creeping back up towards the 112 area. Something just went off. Wait, what is this? Oh, interesting.
IMUX still at the highs here. What a grinder this has been. Great 2 days here for IMUX. This has been all the day trading you needed. Spy trying to bounce here again.
Crude is one that I'm going to take the last little attempt here. Just got in there. XOM looking for a little push above the 97.50. Got to hold towards 97.25. Let's see if we can actually get this to run.
All right, you can see Amazon crashing up above that 112. It's going to get me out here. Should I get out? Should I get out? Should I get out? Should I get out? Yeah, I'm going to get out. All right, I'm going to head and get out of my Amazon short. Made money to the downside half, and then I went ahead and lost some to the upside on Amazon. Now, if this candle, though, the 5-minute candle stays below, or if it closes below 112, I'd get back in and then risk till about this wick right here on Amazon.
Thanks, Zeta. Again, just to kind of echo what we talk about all the time here, it's all about process. No one here is trying to call out plays and then say, hey, we helped you get a Lambo or anything like that. It's just not, it's not feasible. We try to outline process so that everyone can build their own trading plan and get consistent. Buddy, Ryan is my favorite except when Buddy is on. Well, that's nice of you, Shelly. Buddy is sleeping. Buddy is sleeping.
Buddy's living the dream here. Is beat, by the way. We got filled at 506
right now, Zunaid. I'm not even kidding.
Sixes, and now it's trading at 516. So we're 10 cents in the money.
The beat.
I'm gonna stay greedy with this one. Oh, nope. Now I gotta try to get out. Should have my limit orders out there as beat just made a move to the upside. Let me go ahead and get some fills here if I can. $5.25. All right, I've got that limit order out there. Let's see if it fills. Should have my limit order out there earlier. I don't know what I was thinking. That's on me. That's a bad trade on me.
Thank you, David. Much appreciated. We really would like that support. We only had 100 likes. I'm surprised.
Come on,
guys.
guys.
High of the days. Jingle. I lag at high of the days here. High of the days. Jeez. High of day. Excuse me.
High of the days.
It's trying for 5, I think, on iLag.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and try this one more time. I'm going to take short Amazon at 111.97. Stop loss is very quick for me. Stop loss is a crack above 112.25. So I'm risking about 30 cents or so. And obviously, it's just a good risk reward trade for me in case this 112 rejects and we make a move to the downside. And I'm a degenerate, so I'm going to get back in those same exact puts, or I don't know if the same exact ones or not. But 111 puts expiring November 18th. I got filled at 710. It's trading on 715 on the ask. So it's not too far away. But this can easily be a loss. Excuse me for my voice cracking there. Oh, my God.
We lost them.
There we go. There we go.
The rug pull.
Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign. But this can easily stop me out so quick. However, by the way, my beat 127, 125 went ahead and got filled. So that's a solid 20 cents in the money trade. Still have some left over in case we want to test this 540s. But Amazon could easily stop me out, but the risk reward to me is worth it because at 112 should continue to stay as resistance. And if I'm wrong, cool. I lose about 30 cents on the equity side of things. I lose about maybe 30 to 40 cents on the option side of things, but my gains will be approximately double that. So to me, it's worth it. And there is 534 on BEAT. And we're going to try to get some out here at, what is this wick here? Oh, man, it's only the 35s. I think we got room to the higher. What do you think, Ryan? Should I be greedy with this one as it comes down?
With beat, I'm sorry, I was reading Twitter. You're going to have to go through the.
That's okay. That's okay. On beat, what the hell just got filled? Sorry. On beat, my entry is 506. Right now it's trading at about 532. What should I do?
Okay. Well, your 536 is going to be a resistance point. So depending on how much you have, I might even.
I've already scaled out at 525.
Okay. Then I would see if you get this pop above 536, because I think that probably sends it another 5 to 10 cents. We're right there as it is. If it starts to pull back, maybe close and wait for it to set up again. Clearly, there seems to be some resistance there. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Seems to be some there. Yeah, high is 535. Excuse me, 535 is your high.
All right, I've got my sell order at 545. Let's see if I get that. If not, I'll be slacking Ryan later today as SPY making a move to the downside. And Amazon coming back down as well. So we are in the money on our Amazon trade by 30 cents or so. Yeah, short at 111.97. Currently trading at 111.67s. But I'd like for this one to come back and test VWAP is what I would like ideally. I wouldn't be surprised if SPY tries
trying to put another leg down. Let's see.
We need Ryan to go to the restroom and flush again is what we need.
I mean, I'm embarrassed, but I do need to go to the washroom again, so I can try that if you honestly.
Can you? Can you though? Yeah, no, do you? We'll take care. We'll take care of the show. Don't you worry about that.
Zunaid said what you saw in the bathroom. That wasn't you, Ryan. That was Nvda.
Yeah, when you left, I was like, "Can you make sure Nvda flushes as you go?"
Oh,
and it did, and it worked.
So I helped you. All right. So I've already got
taking it for the team, even though you don't know you are, Ryan.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I've already got a buffer built up in case beat doesn't work here. By the way, Lassie, real quick, Lassie, big yank there. This is what we were talking about in terms of it flushing and setting up here. Yanked all the way down to what? Is low here, 276. We're actually below the VWAP here. So the next thing that we'd look for is a cross above 289 to give us that move above the VWAP and build. All right. I'm going to go try.
Hurry up.
Take one for the team. You guys let me know if this works. Okay.
All right. Come on. Hurry up. See, I should have taken those profits on 111.50s on Amazon. Man, that's on me.
Told him to grab another coffee or something.
That's on me. That's on me. Gosh darn it.
All right. SPY still battling around the 357s. You see the rejections there multiple times. What happens if we do get above it? Well, just be careful. We could see a little reversal action. But if we crack through the 356.20s, I think we'll go ahead and make our way through 356. There's a 357 crack to the upside.
All right. Ryan sucks.
Ryan, stay in the bathroom. Stay there.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cover. Where's my sells here? All right, I went ahead and sold my puts. I was in at 710. I'm out at 695. Where's my Amazon?
At least ExxonMobil spiking for me. We'll see if it can continue to spike.
Let me cover you, dinglings. Oh, I already covered. That's why. Oh, because I hit my stop. Duh. All right, I'm out of Amazon. Amazon?
All right, did it work?
No.
Reverse flush. Reverse flush.
I don't know, man.
Terrible.
What did I miss when I was gone? I don't want to comment on reverse flush. I don't know what that means.
It just means Amazon went to the upside instead of downside.
Okay, so that doesn't work. We figured out. That's what we learned.
We'll see. It worked on Nvda, so we need more sample size.
We need someone to flush the toilet on the opposite end of the earth. Then it'll do the reverse spin.
This is getting way too complicated. You guys are throwing in way too much stuff here. Getting too complicated.
They said you flushed out and you came out of Florida.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I ain't get that
That
part.
means when, you dump, in the sewer, it just comes out of Florida, The good old
That's
environmentalist
really
talk.
terrible.
Yeah. I guess the Rays went ahead and took that dump.
Yep, that's what happened. The Tropicana. That's what happens when your stadium is sponsored by Tropicana.
Pretty sure it's Tropicana, but that's neither here nor there.
Either or.
Lassie here trying to flirt with its VWAP.
SPY is
I
trying
want
to
to
get back and
continue
hold the
taking
VWAP.
shorts. What is wrong with me?
You just feel like today's the day, the flushing.
Well, I mean, I've been making money on it, but now I'm starting to give away money on it,
Yeah, that's where we need to either call it a day or let some of the trades work, right?
Oh, no, definitely not letting them work, or else I would have been losing way more money. Taking profits is what saved me.
Okay.
It has what has saved me.
Market doing a good job holding in here.
Yeah, bro. Like, what's going on?
Oil pushing up at least. I'm looking at ExxonMobil trying to make a new high. How's Oxy? Oxy is coming back off the lows. Gosh, trying to get back up above VWAP.
I'm short SPY. This is going to end bad. I'm short here at 357.23s. And the reason is simply because it's at VWAP, but it hasn't quite broken above it. So I'm really hoping that I can get a reject on SPY, similar to the beautiful reject I had on SPY here at noon with AB. Maybe we need to get AB on. But let's see, though. And, of course, Amazon's right below 112. Great. Thank you.
HKD halted.
Ooh.
MEGL
HKD.
popping. AMTD popping. I'm not going to trade any of these. I'm just going to say it now.
Do we play HKD?
Do I dare? Now, the AMTD would be probably the play, but man, that's
Mitch,
ballsy.
I would love for you to play HKD.
Yeah, not on a day like today. Let me make my money back on ExxonMobil first, and then I'll make irrational decisions later.
Well, see, I would try to trade it, but it's halted, so can't.
Yeah, if ExxonMobil gets through 98, I'll be able to be back to break even. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just trying to end the day break even, and then I can worry about a trade like AMTD.
If this SPY short goes against me, I will end the day break even.
IMUX looks like it's going to break 7. I think, Dan, didn't you have a target 720-ish? Let me see if I can get that here. 730 area, that's that 200-day moving average. So let me go ahead and plug that in here. I don't have moving averages on this chart, but that's a quick add. Yeah, so your daily chart, that's the, there we go, 731-ish, 730, 731 is that 200-day moving average. That is a good target, Dan. That is a good target. We're going to have to take 7 first, but man, what a move through 640. Great stuff there on IMUX.
Yeah, Netflix has been a beautiful short all day long. Obviously, we didn't take it, but that has been a beaut to the downside.
The worst part is that was setting up for a longer term upside move, and they just flushed it through the support of 230.
Bye.
Nice of you to join us today. Take care of yourself.
It was a nice setup until they flushed it, and they flushed Netflix. They said, nope. We don't believe your earnings are going to be well.
That PDT rule is a United States rule, so I think no matter what broker you go with, you're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, we've talked about some of the workarounds, cash accounts, offshore accounts, if you're comfortable with that. Or just adjust your trading style. Day trading is not easy. You can easily get chopped up.
Chopped up and screwed. Chopped up and screwed.
Netflix and Uber are probably the disasters of the day. Dude, got destroyed.
I really need to find my phone. I'll be right back. Actually, I want to get in this trade, though.
Oh, my God. Uber, yeah. Crushed.
All right, order out to cover some XOM. Just get some profits, man.
Did I get stopped out so I can go find my phone? Did I get stopped out? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Stopped out of SPY. All right, I'm gonna go find my phone. I'll be right back.
I'll call it.
All right, thanks.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually.
That's really mean of you. Okay, I'll be back.
Take that. Take that.
Trying to get through this XOM position. Just a couple cents away from getting filled. There we go. Got the first little bit out. Taking the second bit out. Boom. All right. Bouncing back a little bit today. XOM at least bouncing back for me. Got me to the point where at least break even. Well, I was still slightly in the red, but very slight. One trade giving me back.
Decent bounce here. What's going on, Kindred Duke? How's it going? Thanks for the trade proposal. That should process today. Let me see.
We're back to the open. Isn't that funny? You make new lows, and what do you know it? Probably the institutionals were buying it on us. They're bringing this market up fast, guys. Fast little move towards the upside now. For the stocks that are beaten down the most and maybe find a little bit of a bounce here. Definitely bouncing.
I got all types of bi-week problems coming up. I mean, I need some time to look at that.
ExxonMobil continuing. There's a lot going on out there now. You're starting to get a lot of recovery. A lot of stocks starting to get a little bit of a bounce there. Let's see what's going into the green. You got defensives leading, energy behind that. So oil catching that bounce. Real estate bouncing today. Utilities up. And now we're going to start seeing some sneaking back here, getting into the green. One of the areas I'm watching is to see if coal can get back into the green. But technology is starting to make a little bit of a bounce back there.
Yeah, SOXL, great move off the bottom here. We had what, a 734 bottom. Currently, we went as high as almost 770 on this bounce. By the way, LASC, another snap to the downside here. This one might be done. Keep it on the back burner, but no long trades until this can recover, if it can even recover.
Choppity, choppity, chop, chop, chop.
Chop it up. We need to slap chop. We need a slap chop asset that you can just play for chop days.
Yeah, it's just this is the type of market we're in, guys. And until we get some kind of new catalyst to kind of drive us further down, looks like we're going to fight around this 357 price point. Whew. Coin had gotten hit hard, even though it was up pretty significant amount. Let's see if it comes back. Coin. Uber coming back to the VWAP, holding above it now.
All right, the slap chop remix is choice. Real quick, just let me catch up here with a couple of questions. Mike is asking, just popped in, what platform do you use to trade? So the platform that I use to trade is Thinkorswim. Platform that Mitch uses to trade is what again?
TC 2000.
I thought this was just for the charts.
Yeah. I think that's what he's asking for. What software is this?
So this is TC 2000. I use Thinkorswim to trade, but I use Benzinga Pro, this platform that you're seeing, which identifies new trading opportunities, gives me the news, and allows me to look things up. This is Benzinga Pro. And if you haven't tried this, what are you doing? Link in the description below for a free 2 weeks. You can try it before you buy it. So I combine this informational tool with my broker that allows me to execute the trades.
Tech. Don't know this one. Open Text.
Anyone else concerned about Zunaid unable to find his phone? I mean, I feel like he's been away for too long now.
Oh, he found it. He's just on it.
Oh, gotcha. He 85 missed text he's got to get back to.
Yeah, you know. The fans out there, they want to know when's the next short coming. Oh, are we gonna bounce here? Or are we gonna flush right back down?
If you want to laugh, you can check out this YouTube video.
If only, Mark, if only it was that easy. He said if Biden can pardon the nation from weed crime, surely he can pardon traders from PDT rule, right? Oh, that's how it is. Beat holding nicely. The beat. It is holding nicely.
Voodoo asking, any chance BZ will develop an API for a TDA data feed? Trading view charts with BZ and TDA data feed would be sweet. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for out of that API. We have a lot of APIs now. So I would say my first answer would be yes, we probably would do that. What are you playing?
What, was talking to me in the back? You don't like my Arabic music? I couldn't find my phone.
I just didn't know where it was. You were looking for your phone. You came back and there was something weird going on. Anyway, let me just finish my thought here, and Zunaid can get back to sucking sand over here. Real quick, Voodoo, let me know what it is specifically that you're looking for. In fact, here is my email address. Go ahead and shoot me an email. Let's talk. Yeah, send me an email. Let's talk about what you're looking for and give me the specifics. That's going to be the most effective way for me to figure out, first of all, if we already have, or if we can do what you're asking for. All right, Zunaid, I'm sorry about that. I'm all done now.
Yeah, it's been playing all morning. I'm surprised you guys just heard it. I guess because I had the door open. I'm back in the short on Amazon because, again, I need to harvest some losses. It's one of those where it's like, bro, I'm going to nail this trade. It just keeps stopping me out, but I'm going to nail it.
Doesn't look bad. You got their 1, 2, 3 attempt that shouldn't get back above the 112 area. I would see that kind of hold now. Doesn't look bad there. I'm going to go for the Google short there. I like the Google short here.
What does this mean? I don't know what this means, Aaron.
Trying to get a little bit of a tick up here. There you go. Got in there. 27s. Yep, 98.27.
Cover this at least.
Short on Google, 98.27s.
Should I though? Or should I wait?
Really needed to crack the trend line now. Trend line is going to be a break going through 98.10s, going to 98. If that happens, we're going to be looking good here in Google short. And also, if you see Amazon break there, Zunaid's trade should go well for me in Google. So we'll see. Similar charts also.
Never revenge trade. Well, it's not revenge trading. It's just the fact that it's like below the 112 level. That's all it is, you know.
It's going to be about the SPY, right? If we get the SPY to come right back down here, does it create a resistance here and then just start coming back towards the VWAP?
Yeah.
Qs also, right? The Qs are closer towards the VWAP rejection. Look at the Qs. It's going to be a good sign if we crack through right back down and hold around, let's say 263.75 on the Qs. Could get the little crack right back down. Can we? All right, just give me 1 second here.
So
All right.
FNHC, this has been a fairly decent mover here today. The Crow, you think there's another monster move coming here? Currently up 41 cents. We do have a high here of 54, 53 cents. I told you earlier I wasn't going to be trading it, although it did make a pretty nice move. So just keep it on the back burner. I'm getting all types of notifications now.
Boom, boom. Much text.
All right, there you go. There's SPY making a move to the downside, and it's just not enough for me to take profits here, though. But then if I don't, sometimes it goes back up. I'm gonna be patient. I'm trying to take profits around the 357.75s if I can.
Yeah, I think this chip news thing in the long run is going to be a disaster for these tech stocks. If we keep playing this game where we're not going to let China have access to tech, like we're just going to restrict them, we're going to be like, well, you can't even get these products. I'm telling you, they're going to battle back. That's where no one's talking about this. How will China react to this? They will find a way to battle back. They're not just going to allow their advantage in the semiconductor and the technology area to go away. So get ready. I think there's long outlook ahead for technology. That's a downside outlook. Not to mention, if that day happens where China invades Taiwan, TSM, kapow. That's why I couldn't even be in TSM right now. I could not be in TSM. Even if I was in a great position long term, I would have to sell it because the overnight reaction to that news will destroy any investment. So but that's just me. I know I couldn't be in TSM and sleep overnight.
Come on, what are you gonna do?
The battle's
SPY?
here. The battle's going on right now, Zunaid. I'm here like, well, it's at my same price. Do I just short more?
Well, for me, if I would have taken profit, then yeah, I'd go ahead and short some more because I am short on Amazon. Or excuse me.
Oh, and just as I say that, you start getting tested on your risk. So maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see where beat is.
I'm gonna go flush my toilet. Maybe it'll work.
We tried that last
we
time.
tried that
Didn't
one. It
have
didn't
any
work
type of
out
staying
quite
power,
well.
so.
Yeah, I don't think I could be the actual person in the trade and flushing the toilet because I'd be flushing the toilet like, man, I need to get back.
I didn't mean for this to take on the life that it did. I'll be honest. There's way too much discussion about toilets and flushing. We want to talk about the market coming back into a support level and buying something. That's fine. But I definitely think that we did a little bit of a
little bit of
over the
hopium
line here today.
A little bit of hopium. What can I say? We're riding the hopium today.
HKD. Oh boy.
HKD, did it open up again?
Yeah, it's
It
been
halted
trading
again,
kind of.
actually. Oh no, it's
trading.
Sorry,
It's
excuse
trading.
Me.
It's trading. Yeah, if I was not
can't do that.
giving away profits in the second half of the show, I definitely would try to play HKD, no question about it. But
Okay,
Yeah,
well, last time I
buys
tried to
too,
follow
but-
you on one of your jokes, it spiraled out of control, so I'm going to not do it this time.
House is money.
I don't
Got the
like
house
it.
is
Unfortunately,
money.
I don't have house's money anymore. Now I'm playing with my own.
Then we get a little bit more worried. We're like, nah, we're not feeling it as much. I'm about to get stopped out of Google. The holds this 45 here. I have to get out. Oh, it's
Jay
about
Wild. Jay Wild, take the 8-ball and go flush the toilet. Okay, so again, we're too much with the toilet here. I will do the 8-ball.
You gave it attention.
I said I was going to the bathroom, and Mitch.
No.
told me
I'm
to
talking
flush
about
the
with this
spot.
comment. With this comment.
I'm
You highlighted
trying.
it.
I'm trying to subject change, Zunaid. I'm trying.
All right. What does the 8-ball tell us?
Well, what I'm saying here is while we can't go with the whole flushing thing, we can see if the lows are in for the day by asking the 8 ball. What should we ask the 8 ball? What yes or no question should we ask the 8 ball before we sign off here?
Will the SPY close above 358 by the end of day?
Okay, perfect, Zunaid. Thank you for doing that. 8 ball. Will the SPY close above 358 today? Come on, come on. Okay, I think we got one there. What does it say, though?
We can never read it.
It is certain.
Oh, certain.
It is certain.
Okay.
So your SPY is going to close above 358 per the 8 ball today. No need to do any flushing.
All right, so I should get out of all my shorts. Got it. You know what?
Already did it. I just got crushed. We got close to break even. Now we're back into the red. Should have just stayed with oil.
Let this be
Black
a lesson.
gold. The black gold. That's 3 strikes, and you're out.
Who's got 3 strikes?
I got 3 strikes.
Oh, that's terrible. I am not in a SPY. I was in the equity and I just got stopped out.
Pretty decent bounce here, guys.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop playing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and get out. And my next short, I will say, though, let me go ahead and sell this real quick first as I continue to hemorrhage some money. My next short will be at this 360 level. So you can see I've already got an alert set. I'm going to go try to find my phone because that's been the mystery of today's show.
You didn't find it? After all of that, you didn't find it?
I didn't.
Damn.
I don't know where it could be. I have no idea.
IMUX, look for it to break 7 here. Or later today if it can't get through right now.
I'm still in beat, though. So that's kind of like the only savior I have at the moment. So if beat can kind of make its way towards 545, that'd be lovely. Please and thank you.
All right. Well, I do want to promote here. Do want to promote that I want you guys to check out the New York Stock Exchange tour. It's going to be going on Thursday, 10:45 a.m. right after this stream. Normally we go towards 11 a.m. We're going to cut it a little bit short and get you guys over to the New York Stock Exchange video. Don't miss that. That's going to be a fun video. And of course, you get Chris Ketchy. You get myself, New York Stock Exchange. And it was on a Fed day. So don't miss it, team. It's going to be pretty hot. Check it out.
What are these new toys you have here? These are...
You got some sup ducks or what we building on?
What's a sup duck?
Ah, you see, you'll learn about that.
Is that a Funko toy?
I don't know.
No, these are my little characters.
I love it.
We're coming out with these at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
On October 6th, we're launching. My kids would love those. This is the Einstein trading doll.
Oh, I love it. Hey.
It's an actual size.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We'll come back later. I know you're busy. We got the Fed, but these guys wanted to say hi. I know. All right.
I got to say, Mitch, I can't wait for that. That looks really cool. I've seen that guy that showed you the Einstein doll. I've seen him on CNBC. I've seen him walking around the floor. I recognize him. I can't wait to watch that.
He's a very nice guy. I like him a lot.
You call him? You're on a first name basis, Zunaid? You call him?
Yeah, I have his number. I got a tour from him when I went to New York. When I went for like a esports thing, he gave us a tour. But he's a really nice guy.
Do you go to his? What do you bring when you go to his Thanksgiving dinner?
Usually I just bring Indian food because he provides the rest of the stuff. You know what I mean? You jackass.
I will say props though, because you took that in stride and made it even funnier than when I gave it to you. So you took the handoff and you did more with it. And
I will say I did not get a tour with like Jay, like Mitch and Chris did. So I'm excited to see what you guys have cooking up there. That'll be a fun video to watch. I'm gonna grab some popcorn while I watch that one because it should be entertaining.
Yeah, the inside look. You don't want to miss that.
No, definitely don't want to miss that. Check that out. If you don't use Pro, check out the free 2-week trial in the description below. I'm out of here, folks. Remember, I will not be here tomorrow as I travel to the headquarters, but I'll be back with you on Thursday. Have a great one, everyone.
See ya. Bye. All right, I'm out. See you, Mitch.
All right, these guys are getting out of here. I'm wrapping up also. We'll get you guys over to Benzinga Live. That will be coming up next. That comes up at 11:30. So you got a little bit of a break. Keep trading, keep getting the action going on. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Now, I will let you know that on Stock Market Movers today, I will be having a good stock that you guys might want to check out, do an interview. I'll be having Blink Charging on my show, Stock Market Movers, so don't miss Blink. Check it out, guys. If you guys want to check out Blink Charging and you guys are interested in the charging infrastructure, what's going to happen with the EV generation coming forward, we'll see what happens. I got a couple of questions for Blink Charging, and if you guys have a question, definitely let me know on Twitter, or you guys can hit me up. Of course, I'll be doing the show, and if you guys have a question, you can come on over, drop it in the chat. I'll get it right on over to Blink Charging, and we'll see what happens. Up next, you guys got Benzinga Live coming up with AB. Don't miss it. I hope that you guys keep battling out there today. Looks like the market overall finding a little bit of a bounce right near the bottom, fighting around the 357. We'll see where we end the day. Did we get back towards 359? Or do we break through the 356? Huge range today. Like always, be safe out there, traders. Keep working on your skills to develop, and you never know when you're going to get into the green. The only thing that you can control is the probability. Keep trying to get that probability in your favor, and you just might find your edge. See you next time, team. Hit the like.